What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Captain of Industry. I was just scrolling around the island looking at what we want to get into today. So where we left off last time, we were making quite a bit of fuel gas, and I was kind of just looking around at what we can use fuel gas for. Obviously, we can burn it off, we don't want to do. We could turn it into diesel, but we have plenty of diesel, although we could pause some more of these. I mean, we might want to do that anyways. And these are going to get full, which is totally fine. I might do that because we have so much diesel. Let's just leave one of each of these running. And the others, hopefully it still produces enough steam for these. But if not, we now have fuel gas running this. So that's fine. And then we could even set up to have fuel gas make diesel. But I don't think we really need that right now. Just to be sure that we're pausing. I'll pause those as well. That gives us a crap ton of workers. So that should significantly slow down our diesel production, which is fine. We have plenty. We could set a little reminder, actually, just to let us know if less than 25%. It'll let us know. We'll call this diesel storage. Okay, so now that'll let us know. We want to take a look at this groundwater getting quite low, and I don't know how I missed before. We have another groundwater deposit here. So what I'm going to do is I have these trees designated to be cut down, and then once they do that, I've removed the designation for the forestry here, so we can put some groundwater pumps there, and then we'll pipe that in. Maybe we'll just pipe that in straight to our farms, because I feel like that's probably what's taking the heaviest out of our thing right now. Somehow we'll try to get it to backflow into this to supplement these, I guess. What was this? You have no fuel. Okay, I'm sure a fuel truck is coming. These guys are chipping away at this project, which is awesome. None of these are going to cut down those trees because we have no space in our wood storage. I want to build another one of these, but to do that, let's do this first. Just go ahead and get rid of that. And then let's copy 4 of those, and then I'm gonna pause them from being able to transfer, and then mark these to be deleted and build those. And I think, which way are these going? So I want to do that. Why? I did it wrong, I guess. Okay, whatever. I have to spend the unity either way, so it's fine. And okay, whatever. Just get rid of all of it. And go. Then we'll put another one of you in here. Build. And then we can unpause all of these. And put a little belt there. Cool. That gives us a little bit more wood storage so they can do their thing. Hopefully they target those trees there first so that we can get that going. Actually, we might be able to with the trees in the way. I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze it in. So I kind of want it tucked out of the way so that our train lines don't get interfered with. Yeah, so we'll have to wait for those trees to leave, but we'll leave that there as a reminder. Not quite full on that yet. Okay. And the other thing I was thinking we could use it for is this incineration plant, which would take waste and fuel gas. It makes a bit of exhaust. But This is kind of what a little setup of that would look like. I just set it up a little bit, a little fuel gas tank down here. And what else did that need? Waste, I guess. Because we have these, but I think that they contribute to pollution somehow. It would be like ground, or would it pollute the water? I don't know. Our water pollution is pretty steady. Air pollution still is really bad. Oh yes, that's right. The other thing we looked at last time was the... want to upgrade the blast furnaces, but yes, the crushers. Wait, where was it? Where did I put it? There we go. The exhaust scrubber. Yeah. So that's honestly probably what we want to look at first. Where would be a good place to set that up? I'm gonna leave space here because now that we have these large crushers unlocked, we might want to redo this with bigger mixers as well. And then this space is all off limits right now for when we upgrade our all of our ore blast furnaces, I mean. So maybe over here is our best bet anyway. So let's think about... oh, and it's perfect. It's right next to this limestone mine. So what did we say? We needed 2 of these because 36 times 8, or wait, what am I saying? What did I do last time? Not 36. What's the... no, yeah, 36 exhaust. And then if we have that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 plus those 2, what? I thought I had good math. Or no, that was for the crushers crushing. Yes. That's what the math adding up was. The exhaust is another story. So when these are all upgraded, 36 for those, and then I assume it's the same for this as well. Yep, and then for glass it is as well. Okay. So all of them will do 36. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 36. 504. Alright. We don't have to upgrade these quite yet, so we might be able to get away with just 1 of these, because that can handle 480. Oh, and we can't forget that we wanted to upgrade maintenance too. I should have watched the tail end of last episode before I jumped in. Anyway, I guess we'll just put this... we'll give that something to mine in just a minute. I don't want to, like, screw myself over, because... no, the exhaust won't move when we upgrade those. Just the other stuff will. So we want the exhaust to come in this way. Actually... exhaust will come in this way. Then limestone goes in this way. Yeah. That can just hook right up, I guess. That's fine. We'll have to run a line across the top for exhaust. And then you output 192 CO2, which can go into a smokestack. Why do I always forget? That only does 60. And yeah, so it will have to be a large one. Let's just hook that up. And then we have sulfur, which we already have storage for elsewhere, but it's not much we can do. I don't think it does that much. 12 and 9 slag. Okay, so we can probably get away with just small ones of them. Actually, no, let's plan for 2 of these, like I said. So this stuff we're going to get rid of. How would we lay out 2 of these? How would we want this to look? Probably something like this. So our exhaust will come in. So let's go up a little bit higher with that then. Let's put it up here. On this line, I guess. Works. We'll have our exhaust come here. And then it'll go to smokestack I just got rid of. I can move these one tile closer. Never mind. That thing has so many inputs, it just gets so confusing. That's 192, so that has to be a level 2. Level 2 pipe going into both of those. And then slag. We'll put a bucket. Let's run our exhaust first, actually. Yeah. I wish we could... I mean, we can. There's nothing stopping me from moving this. Maybe just upgrading it to a bigger one. Yeah, let's delete this. And we'll leave that so we remember that that's what's supposed to go there. Delete that, and then put in a shared one. Is it worth making a big one? How much do you guys use? 9, 12. Nah, not really worth it. Really collides with the pipe there. If we put you here, can trucks get in there? I think so. I hope so. Well, if we put these belts down, they might not be able to. Let's assume that it'll be fine. Nope, not quite. Okay. There. That looks nice. We have to figure out what we're going to do with the depleted steam. We might have to move that pillar, actually, now that I'm looking at it, because... Come back. Yeah, I don't know if our trucks can quite get in there. So is there a way we can just manipulate this pipe a little bit? If we put a pillar there, and then delete that. And then... No, how would we do this? Pipe 2. Just want that pillar to be in a different spot so that... No, we don't want a pillar there. One there is fine. That is what we'd have to do. Let's quickly rebuild that. Make sure, yep, okay, water's flowing again. And then they should easily be able to get to there, which it looks like they can. Alright. We'll just have to keep in mind our exhaust pipe has to be up high enough to allow them to get in there still. Okay. And then we need buckets for slag and sulfur. Which we'll put... there. Oh, this is not going to be pretty. Let's just see what it does if I try to connect this in. Transformers, yeah, not found. Let's see then. How can we do this in a way that is better than this? And yes, I saw that saying that this has no water to extract, which is a very bad thing. Oh, they have chopped down a lot of those trees. Okay. Let's very quickly get some more groundwater pumps. We need a level, what do they do? 48. We need 48 times 4 is fine for a 200. Oh, jeez, seriously. Put the connector in first, so it doesn't do that stupid stuff. Okay. And then, where are we gonna want this to go? Excellent question. Well, definitely down. Hold on. I don't want another pillar there. Let's go right on the edge of this forestry designation. Be nice if it would line up with that. I guess we could just go straight in, use our existing pipe, flip this then, and upgrade that. And then we'd want to flip you. Goes all the way down. Flip you, you, and you, and you. Actually, we want to just flip all of this, wouldn't we? To go into the... I don't know if that's going to work, but we're going to try it. Of course, we can't Unity build these for whatever reason, but we need their construction to be very high priority. No, urgent. Yeah, whatever. High is probably good enough. Let's build. We might even want to make this a higher level pipe, but thankfully it's raining a little bit, so... Oh, this was the other thing we looked at. Getting more water. Or that I thought about. Maybe I didn't show it. We could use some of this, since we have so much seawater coming in here from this pump. It makes 108. We could use some of these to give us some extra water as well, which we might want to do. While we're thinking about water, let's just do it. You make 72. You make 72. It's 144. Okay. We want to leave space for the trucks to be able to get in there to get the salt. We can go right over top, and they'll still be able to get in there. Let's go nice and straight here. And we want to go to our balancer. Actually 5 up to there and then down in. We'll make that also a priority in. Then you need to have 72 water coming into you. How are we going to do that? Let's get rid of these for the minute. And then just bring this across this way. Fine for both of those. And then you take 48, so both of you can get that. And we'll delete this part. Okay. We need low steam. Where on earth is that going to come from? Could... Ooh, wait. If we move our exhaust scrubbers to here, we could just take the low steam. They make 48 and you take 24. Ooh. Now does that make sense though, for getting our exhaust? We'll have to run an exhaust pipe all the way over here then, which I guess isn't the end of the world. It's not ideal, definitely not ideal, especially after we just manipulated this so that it could be set up here. But we do need low steam. Where else can we get low steam? Production. High pressure turbine, but we don't really want that. Or the exhaust scrubber. Is there anything... I don't think these... Oh, they do produce exhaust. These, however, do not. These do not. No, I think it just would make more sense to have this stuff here. Or we move these. Then we'd need another source of seawater, which we do not have access to really anywhere close. What to do, what to do. This one comes up here and goes in to these. That's 4 times 72, and how many do we have here? So we could take a pipe off of that. Or wait, what am I thinking? Then we would have to go all the way up here. Thermal storage. Arc furnaces were nowhere near. That's really all the stuff that makes slow steam. Okay, well, let's then just cut this all, I guess. And we'll put our exhaust processing stuff here, I suppose. This was our limestone. Limestone. And whatever, keep that full, please. And then our low steam. We'll go 48 of it will go to here when we can. But then we'll need a I guess just a cooling tower, because then we can reuse that to make more water. Just pipe it in. Yeah. Okay. And how much do y'all make again? 48, 96, and you can do... Oh. So we do need quite a few of these. We would need 4. Wait. No, that's fine. But these should go... What's a way that makes sense? Maybe like that. Nope, because that's blocked. Okay, so then our low steam, do at height 4. We'll have to go into a balancer, actually. Ah, darn it. Aye. You know what? No. What? Hello? There. Okay, and then you will all take 24. It's like one of my biggest downfalls in this game is trying to make everything look nice and be even and pretty and whatever. Ah, gee whiz. Whatever. This is gonna be fine. We'll just have the other one then go out and around this way. And that'll be at level 2 because you both take... Oh no, that can be level 1 as well. Or we could put another balancer in, but do these take... They do take power, so yeah, no. Not perfect pretty, but pretty enough. pretty enough. And then you all make, okay, just a little bit of water. But enough that it's worth reclaiming. That is absolutely not where I meant to put that. What? Okay. Thanks for that. No idea why that did that. Weird thing. That's fine. Make 72 plus an additional 48. Yeah, that's way under 200. Okay. So that'll reclaim all the water there. We'll have to do something with that brine. There's space here. We can run it out to a dump. And then we needed to figure this out. Yeah. So you're going to be, what was the other? Slag. Keep that empty. Then we needed to get over. I just don't see how that's gonna work. Ugh, what a pain. What if we do this a little differently? There, that's better. Not the prettiest, but not the ugliest. That's kind of our motto so far today. Okay. That's got limestone. Okay, then we just need to get our exhaust over here. This is doing... Oh, that's also exhaust. Right? Because the oxygen is... No, these were venting the nitrogen. Alright, hold on. I'm going to make sure I do not get rid of those then, because that needs to vent that nitrogen. So let's copy the settings on that. And apply it to all of these, so I know that it's just nitrogen on those. Okay. Then, next, we will take... How much do you make? 20. Oh, I did not account for these all as well. So it's a good thing we planned 2, because we are most certainly going to need 2. Okay, right. So... Oh, jeez, this is going to be so much exhaust. So, starting on this end, we have 24. 24 is 48. So even from this point on, we're going to need more than a... What is this water pipe for? More than a level 1 pipe anyways. So this is going to suck, but I'm just going to redo all of this exhaust, I guess. Yeah, because it all goes to these. And it's so pretty and so nice, but sorry, this is gonna be worth it. I hope. Boom, down to there. Yeah, let's just redo it all. Just commit to it. I think I'm leaving little bits and pieces. It's so hard when all the things overlap each other and everything. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. That should be what we need. Okay, we are seeing our diesel go way low now. That did send me an alert. Let's just unpause. Another one of those. I don't think it's affecting our power, so we're good. Like I said, we have this as a backup if we need. Yeah. Totally good there. Let's see. Those are still working on being built. They are pumping water. These are totally empty. But this is filling up. Okay. I do need to... how do we want to do this? Alright, yeah, no, these are all yelling at me about exhaust. Ooh, I didn't mean to delete that connector. You can exist. And did it do it here? No. Okay, those are all good. Are we missing any little pieces anywhere else? Yes, very much. What in the world? How did I miss all of these? Alright, get rid of those, please. And then I think we're good. So... those all do 24, and these all do 24. So that's 48 times 10, or times 8. But these are going to be 36 plus 24, which is 60. 60 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 480, which is equal to one of, not those, these. So that's perfect, actually. One of those will take one exhaust scrubber, and then these will go to another one. So, but our pipe can only handle 450. That's fine until we upgrade our blast furnaces. So how do we want to organize this? I think what we're going to want to do is start from over here. And height 4. Come just straight across. Actually, we can go height 5 since we're going over the middle of our freaking thing. Or do we want to put in a ramp? Maybe we put in a ramp because I think once we get bigger vehicles, they will not be able to go under even height 5 things. I don't know how tall they are, but I think that's the case. So let's put in one there and one to make sure they're on the same. One there and one there. Then we'll put in our pipe and say that goes, excuse me, here. And at this point, nope. Let's just go to the other side of this and then up so our little trucks can still get under there. And I went too high. 4. There we go. Is there a clean way to get in here? That's not too bad. Then we want to go all the way out to there. And then just little pipes to connect them all. We can do that. And like that. There's one. That's oxygen. Where's our other one? Here. Connector. Actually, that's probably going to be a good formula for almost all of these. Just hook that in and then... Oh yeah, perfect. Nope. Don't connect into the water line, please. I need this stuff to go away. Okay. Can do actually. No, yeah, we can. Yeah, that's all right. Then another 2 connectors. This is like the episode of get distracted and go do other project. We might get to, I don't even remember what the original thing I was doing. Something over there, I don't know. Something over there. So we just did these, and then let's do these. I think these are our last ones. Bingo. Thing is, this needs to be flipped. Wish I had caught that first before it got all segmented, but that's okay. It is okay. Let's hope those pipes are all facing the correct direction. It looks like they are. So then these are all pointing this way, this way, this way, this way, and then flip you. Should all be pointing this. Bro, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We'll realign it to here. Whatever, man. And I guess one of these I did different. Okay. Now we at least know that they're lined up. That's fine. It's okay. Alright, so now they all have a place to vent exhaust. We just need to hook it into here. So let's do this. And you can each take 480. So actually, for now, I guess we just need one, but whatever. For the sake of symmetry, we will set up both. And then, actually, we might want to pause one of them. Okay. So that should be everything. Let's get what... Nope, we just need our brine output, actually, which has how much? 24 and 24. So just 48 will do. Or 48 total. So a pipe 1 will do, is what I was trying to say. No, trucks can still get in this way to get to the salt, so that's fine. I was going to say we cut it off, but I think we're good on that. Then this is going to follow next to this one closely. Do I try to line up the pillars? Yeah. Probably should. So I don't want to limit our mobility through this area. And at this point, we could probably go underneath. Yeah. And we're getting to... trying to get to a dump. Which, those are set for sour water, and we have no sour water. You do, how much brine can you do? 60, so we just need one. Perfect, okay. We should probably have enough unity to do all of this. I hope. Let's just send it and we'll see. Yeah, look at that. Took about 50 or so. So we'll get some stuff going over here. We're gonna need to build those as well, and this. And all of that. I hope it got all the little pieces. I guess we'll see shortly. So we're seeing exhaust come down. Ramps are getting built. There's limestone in there. Good. Oh, and you need water as well. Wait, how did I miss that? You also need water. Well, shoot. And how much do you guys make? 72 and 72. So we can use water to... So we're going to need a balancer. Okay, so... we're going to move... How much do you guys need? 48 each. Sheesh. Greedy, thirsty boys. I don't know if it's going to let me connect to those. Stop. This one might give me a hard time connecting. Oh, no. Okay. That's fine. Okay, good. And then just this one as well. We'll set these as a priority out so that they will make water. Where did I set the steam? Oh yeah, the steam come from there. Yep. And then the water will go there. Any excess water will go out to here. As soon as this pipe fills up, it should send it out this way. These are both set to keep empty. Okay, good. And that should be processing our exhaust. So we should see our air pollution drop. Yes. Good. And that will help those. Are these built yet? They are. Okay, good. So I think these are just low still because it's trying to fill this up. Let's take this as a priority in for now so it doesn't take out of here as much. We're going to need to figure out how to balance all of our stuff together. Yes. You're full. Full of coal. That's a good thing. Right, you guys still have nothing to mine because you've done a lot of this. This looks really good over here for when we want to get down to this space. What did I want? I had a little project. Oh yeah, I wanted to clean this up. Whatever, I guess we'll just have them do that real quick because with all of their vehicles they'll do it very quickly. Clean up our ramp there again. I've kind of accepted the fact this ramp is gonna just mostly be for running belts down for food, and then this one we'll use for transportation still. Kind of just how it's gonna be, I think. Okay, so let's check on this now. We're waiting for products. Right, so these will only run when this runs. This should be running almost full time. Well, no, that's a lie because these won't be running full time. But when they do, it'll run these. I guess we could set up another... Wait, did it say we could get low steam from... No, we can't get it from a boiler. I was going to say we could set up a fuel gas boiler, but can't really do that. You have low supply of diesel. Still about 2K. And these should both be pretty much full, yeah. I have both of these on reduce ship speed to save fuel. Awesome. We've used quite a bit of that oil. Let's back this off to 4 times. And this is on 2 times. Just because we have plenty stored up. Actually, we'll back this one off to 2 times. We have so much oil stored up. Yeah. Save our oil resources a little bit. Wow, that is empty of fertilizer. That's good. It means our farms are using a lot of it. I also realized that we could raise our target fertility up to 140, and that would increase, because I had it down at 100, and that reduced these. So pumping it way up, since we have so much excess fertilizer, just made our crop yield much higher, which is good. We're still burning or using the anaerobic digesters to make fuel gas. We have so many potatoes, and vegetables we're doing alright in. I guess we could look down here and see. Yeah, they're all full. Tofu is just what we could use more of. Our demand is 12 per 60, whatever. And we're making 12, so we're pretty much at our capacity. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. Daughter duty. So I think these are now done. Fixing up our ramp. Thank you very much. And if you think I should use a different surface, I don't really know. The concrete one's the first one. I think it looks kind of clean and nice. But I haven't tried any of the other ones. These, yeah, I think I just like this one the best. The metal ones might look nice, but they take steel, which, I mean, we have a lot of, but it's kind of an expensive resource just for a surface. But I don't know if I ever mentioned, the nice thing about these is they reduce vehicle maintenance when vehicles drive on them. I guess because it's more like a road and not as much they're just driving on the ground. So they'll get that filled back in. We need a place for you guys to start working. I guess we could just send them. Well, no, because they'll only go as fast as these guys can go. I was thinking this will be like our space for trains, obviously. It would be kind of cool to do like a raised, like up halfway, like path alongside that our trucks could take. Not that we'll be sending a lot of trucks, but I don't know. We probably have more important things. We should actually start working our way over to this island, because there is quite a bit of iron, more groundwater. And is that coal or is that oil? Oh, that's coal. Okay, I was gonna say, if that's oil, that is insane. And then that's all gold. So we'll get to that once we get over here. I think this other island here is probably our next gold. So do we want to make a little bridge from like here and then here? Is that our best bet, or should we just go straight across? I mean, that's gonna be a lot of dumping, but that might be the move. We could have them start digging down to whatever level this is. Well, I mean, we'd want it to be at least 1 or 0. Probably 1. But we'd have to think about where we want to enter. this island. That looks like a decent spot. Or maybe here would be better. So is that height 24? It is, okay. So height 24 there is perfect. So we'll want, actually, we'll say this will be our landing spot. So then from there, dig down to level 1. Just go straight across. That is positive 1, yep. Then from here, we'll want to level all of this to 24. That is going to be a lot of bauxite, which we'll have to think about if there's a good use for that. And then down. I think I'm way off. Oh no, I was actually right. Okay. Down to 1. And connect that. Did I make that the right width too? Oh wow, I'm goated. Okay. So let's say scrap this for now. We will level the rest of this. But I'd rather them just... Well, no, they can do that. That's fine. They can do all that. It'll give them materials to mine to use for the bridge. And we'll just have to make sure that we say bauxite can be dumped. Because... What else is this used for? Bauxite powder. This goes into... Oh, for aluminum. That's right. But we have so much of it. Plus, is it worth saving? It might be worth saving. Kind of tempted then to set up an input. Well, could we do just a small one of those to just filter out our bauxite and then stack it? Like use one of our where are you? It's hard to see with all this stuff. Use one of you to stack it somewhere so it's not all completely going to waste. I mean, there's just so much of it though, but that's like the main resource of it. Why don't we do that, and then we'll set up a stacker to dump it over the edge here, I guess. Although that's not completely flat. I don't know if we can set up a stacker there. Ooh. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know if we can get a belt up to there. Hold on. That would be pretty sick. Are you gonna connect? Ah, collision with terrain, seriously? Can we move that one forward? Ah. No, I don't think it's gonna work. That would be so sick if we could do that. I don't think it's gonna work there either. Oh, collision with terrain. Ooh. Maybe. And then we can set up a... Where is it? A small ore sorting plant. Let's just do something like that. Product to sort, bauxite, and then you're probably going to find a bunch of rock and dirt, I imagine. And then where's the bauxite? Actually, okay, so we'll want to put that there. And then can we belt from there? Oh, we can. We're totally doing it. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, sick. And then we'll just have to set up little storages for rock and dirt that will tell them to keep empty. I think that one was dirt. And stay empty. And then this was rock. And also stay empty. Cool, 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 cool. Build that, build that. Let's get them started on that project. Just go for it. So they're gonna head over there and do that. And then do we have to do... Maybe we'll set up an export route to... here. That way they deliver all their stuff there. I think that's a good idea, so that all the bauxite goes in there. And... except it's assigned only. Yes. So where are you guys coming from? You are not part of the assigned designation, so I don't know why it's accepting from that. Whatever. Anyway, so they're doing that thing. Diesel is in a okay spot. Let's check in on this. Waiting for... What are you waiting for? Oh, it was just taking stuff in. Okay, whatever. Now it's waiting for its exhaust, which is coming in pretty quick, actually. Yeah, that is working beautifully. So then this is producing water. When it gets the steam... Did I set up... I didn't. That's a priority out. To feed these. And then the excess goes to this and this. And that's a priority out there. And this is full, so these will start filling back up. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. And are you still all getting water? Yes. Okay. This is making less fertilizer because this is working less. Because these are only working part-time. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, that's totally fine. Totally fine. We're well over halfway, or maybe about halfway through there. Just getting started over here. We're gonna see some... What are we full of? Rock. Do we need to upgrade that? We might need a big storage here. Probably should have done that first. Surprised they haven't dug up any bauxite yet. Where are your trucks going? What? Where are you trying to get to? Oh yeah, okay, well. Maybe it was a bad idea to set that up. Did that just mess up everything? I don't know. So what do you guys have? Just rock, just rock. Oh, they have nowhere to put the rock because this is full. Hold on then. If we're digging so much rock, let's pause that. Or delete that, I mean. Jeez. Being a pain in the butt. Get rid of that. Let's set 2 of these to be rock so we can double the output into a big storage. Big boy storage, yeah. Let's do, are they, yeah, U-shaped. You're gonna be rock and try to keep empty as much as possible. That should clear that up. Hopefully. Because it's about as fast as I can empty it. I guess I could put a third one on, but probably wouldn't work very well. Alright. So those trucks should be... Why are you not going over to dump? Yeah, export to there. Don't know. What if we just get rid of this? Is that messing everything up? It might be messing everything up. I'm trying to save the bauxite if we can. I think it's just freaking them out because there's places I've told them to dump that they can't get to. This is all done now, which is beautiful. Yeah, like this stuff, they're trying to get over here and probably to over here, etc., etc. Oh, we're almost done dumping here as well. Oh, they just don't have anywhere to dump because they finished this? Is that what you're telling me? It's okay. We can do some more dumping here. And this space will be where we eventually set up like our waste thing that I talked about at the beginning, and we'll want to get into wastewater treatment as well eventually. Man, yeah, sorry, just a really miscellaneous episode. Really miscellaneous. Just like tying up loose ends and random stuff. I didn't actually get to do this. I think I should do this because by the time I come back and do it again, I might forget. What is this? Rubber, yeah, okay. Let's set up another maintenance depot. So we're gonna have to cut this belt off to there, I guess. This one as well. So like there. And there's another one there. Yep. It's our electronics. Let's see there. Okay. We'll have to do this quickly because we don't want to run out of maintenance. So cut. Want to flip? Sure, why not? And you take mechanical parts, which comes from here. Let's bring you down the line. Alright, that's fine. Then let's plan for another one. Just so we have it planned for. And then rubber can go. What height are you? 3, yep. That is actually perfect. Glass. Or let's do this first. We just need to delete one more of our electronics. And these are all flat, I believe. Conveyor 2. That was height 3. Well, I'm gonna go down to height 1. And then plug this in like that. We'll plan to plug this one in as well. And then glass goes to let's not do that. Let's do it like this. Sure, that's fine. And then Unity, all of this. And one of you. Then we can unboost this one. Should be seeing electronics. once we build our pipe belt and that little bit as well. That would have been fun if we missed that. And we see an immediate drop in maintenance, but we should 480 times 3. It's like over 1200. 480 times 3, 1440. And our current, is that what it's saying? Our demand is about 1,000. So that should be more than plenty. We'll just have to set an alert if this gets less than 25%. Mechanical parts. I usually miss when the notifications pop up anyway, but whatever. Alright, so that's plenty of that. Are we seeing bauxite coming up here, or is this a total waste? Or maybe I should tell them do not dump bauxite. That's probably what the problem is. Why are they bringing coal here? Unassign that. I don't want that in there. Import. Now if I import from there and accept assigned only. I don't want you guys coming over there. Let's see where this guy tries to go after he gets full. Straight to there. Okay, yeah, good. That's what we want. Okay, that must have been my issue, is that I had them able to dump bauxite, but I don't want that. I want them to go put it in there so that, yeah, it gets put out here so that we can remine it at some point if we ever so desire, like we did with our limestone there. Well, awesome. I did not get to upgrading our arc furnaces, but we did. I want to rebuild this. This was limestone, right? Yeah, limestone. Just keep it. How much do they take? 60. Whatever. The trucks can carry 60 is what I mean. So if we do 120, then 2 loads of that. Okay. It was actually waiting for that, but we have plenty of glass, so not a huge concern. Yeah, so we didn't get to upgrade our arc furnaces, or blast furnaces, and we didn't set up any grinding stuff yet, but we did get exhaust taken care of. We can go ahead and check our pollution again. Yeah, it's way down. That's awesome. So that should help our health quite a bit. We also removed some of our oil rig efficiency. Yeah, okay, so water pollution's a big one now. It's okay. I guess that means we can finally turn off this edict we were using to boost our health. And that means we have none right now, which is good. Oh, we'd have no houses, though. That's no good. Let's go ahead and build 2 of those. We do have housing 3 unlocked that we can upgrade to as well, but that won't be necessary quite yet. They're dumping a bunch of stuff there. I guess we can turn on the fuel consumption. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're like swimming in Unity, so we can totally do that. Ooh, maintenance reduction might be good, actually. Our cargo ships aren't going to be running as much. Let's do that. I like that. Maintenance reduction. Our health did dip just a bit. We can turn that back on. We'll keep an eye on it if we encounter any flus or colds or anything of the like. We are so full of fuel gas. And these, I mean, are only burning when absolutely necessary. Might wanna unpause some more of those. Balance out our diesel. Our fertilizer. Ooh. Yeah, so we're gonna start running out of fertilizer there. Yep. So we'll need to look into another way to make this, which we can do with our compost that we're currently dumping. If we turn this into organic fertilizer, which then we add ammonia. Yeah, that's a lot more than I want to get into right now. Quartz mine is still paused. Is this still clogged up? Yeah, kinda. Still full of quartz. It's crazy. Just because we haven't been using a lot of it, I guess. We will be using quite a bit to turn into sand once we get this going. This is looking good. Good. I might want them to just focus on digging through to the other side first, actually. Just until we can get our guys to start dumping stuff. Yeah. And do we have bauxite coming down here and settling? Maybe. There might just be little bits of it because we're not really digging down yet. Yeah. That's alright. Don't know where you're going. Where, like, what are you? Okay. Is it just because this keeps getting full? I don't know. I thought I understood how these work, but clearly I don't. And it's fine. Whatever. Does not matter. We're keeping it pretty much empty, which is what matters. We're at our vehicle cap, which is good. We could also look at researching some stuff, but we still have so much stuff up here that I just haven't been able to get to yet. Advanced smelting would be one, but I've just been doing so much trying to make sure our feet are level underneath us before we try to do a bunch more of advancement. Like we really needed water. These are filling back up now, which is good. Our settlement should be getting plenty of water, which is good. And our waste is still okay. But we needed water bad. Now I believe we're at the point we can flip this pipe back around. So they will now be sending water back this way. Yeah, I need a way to balance this all. Whatever. So now this pipe will go to these farms and then down to these. And then from up here, it will do these four. So that takes a little bit of the load off of these. And they're also being supplemented by these whenever they're running. Just waiting for the exhaust. So yeah, I'd say we're in a pretty good spot. Pretty good spot. I know this wasn't the most exciting episode, but we're going to have those every now and again. And I just always forget. This will be the last thing we'll do. We'll just send our ship out somewhere. Go explore somewhere. I always forget about that. I have no idea why. I just always forget. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I talked about this. This is a chicken farm that we're gonna maybe want to look to set up as another food source. Would be nice. That, and then we want to think about planting corn. But that is just a whole nother thing to do. So we'll wait for our ship to get back. As we conclude, we can see more routes being established. And I think going forward, these ramps are going to be pretty important. So we could put some more surfaces down. At least up like this. And then from there straight out. Like that. Yeah, I like that. And then connect to the two ships in battle. We'll surface this for now, but eventually I think we're gonna need to expand our research outward, or we're gonna have to move it somewhere else, so that might get moved. I don't think we're gonna expand our farms out this way, so we can concrete a path here. And this should just work at reducing our maintenance. It's going to use up a lot of our concrete. But these are all going... Did I upgrade some of the... Yeah, some of these are mixer 2s, which then I think our system's set up to not support that because they can't make enough of the cement. That's okay. Still no place to dump stuff. I think once they dig through that, it will not be an issue. I think that's just the issue. I'm pretty sure. Our ship is back, and I assume that means we won the battle. Indeed, we did. We have not yet encountered enemies that are too much for us to handle, which is good. But it will be nice to start upgrading this once we get some stuff. I guess that's something we could do. We need to discover the radar system before we can get our next ship upgrades. Which there's quite a bit. My gosh. Holy cow. We're a ways away from that. It would be nice if we discovered the radar so we could at least start our next upgrades. But we can't. There isn't enough fuel. Do we need more fuel trucks or no jobs? Yeah, there's just... There come... Ooh, or are you stuck? No, it's just getting kind of jammed up in there because there's only one space. Okay. Still not a lot of bauxite. Whatever, that's fine. You guys are doing your thing. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Trying to think little other things that we could tend to real quick while we're waiting. Wow, they are chugging through that. That's awesome. I am going to really need to think about all of this. Where are we going to set up all of our train stuff? I'd like to just have a dedicated section to that. And maybe like here would be a good spot. So we'll finish leveling like this. But then we'll have to think about where we want our trains to be set up. Or maybe do we do that over here? Build and maintain trains and then send tracks back and forth, because I'm thinking they're probably just most useful for like transporting resources like iron, copper, and I mean gold. I think that the perk is that they're just more efficient than trucks on long distances. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. But I just really do not know anything about trains in this game, so it'll be a learning process. I just think it'll be nice to have a dedicated spot to set up all that stuff. Okay, we're using quite a bit of water here, but that's okay. That's okay. Our ship is back. Did not discover anything, unfortunately. Wait, did it say it explored? I think, or no? No, it did not. Okay, we'll have to get that figured out next time. Yeah. Speaking of next time, I'm trying to prioritize what's going to be the most important. I think we're not really hurting to upgrade these, but I think it might be nice to just get that done and out of the way. I'm just dreading reorganizing the back of this. But that might be the way to go, because we're good on food, and our farms are okay. We can look into upgrading these. Is there any, like, one thing that we need more than anything else. No, not really. Let's just see if we can upgrade one of these to a greenhouse, just to see what it looks like. And maybe that means it'll use less fertilizer too. I'd love to turn back all of these back on to get more fertilizer, but then we just have excess diesel that we do not want to waste. So, but having fluctuations in our food fertility or our farm fertility is not going to be very optimal. Jeez, that is slow. So slow. I just want to see how pretty it looks. And oh my goodness. Seriously? Holy crap, that takes forever. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. It's got a nice big barn on it, and that increased the yield a good amount. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. And what does it say the exact benefit of this is? 25% increased crop yield. Oh, they require more water. Okay, so maybe that was actually the wrong move, but whatever. Until next time, at which point I will have decided what our next project should be. But until then, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see everybody in the next one.